Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly healing session. I already want to put up as a disclaimer, I have the window open. We have a really nice breeze going on this morning. It's 9 a.m. and it's already over 20 degrees, so if I don't want to melt, this is definitely needed. But nature is out there playing, so we're gonna use those nice sounds for our ASMR style in this video. So today I thought it is perfect timing to continue with our house astrology. Excuse me, my hair tie of this braid just snapped off. But as I was saying, we're gonna continue on the house astrology series, and today I'm gonna focus on the 4th house, which is a pretty beautiful and interesting one. It's all about home, family, ancestors, how you feel, as well as genetics, and specifically like a main focus point I would say often is your mother. For example, I am a Aries moon, and my Aries moon is in my 4th house. My mother is an Aries rising, so you can see that in astrology, when you are born, a few signs in the family kind of like repeat each other, may it be to make it more compatible with each other, or also like challenge each other a little bit. I specifically am not sure in that one, but we're gonna go with that explanation. So I want to start off with your roots. Now here, I was not sure at the beginning when I wrote that down, what do I want to do? What does here benefit really? And thinking about it right now when I set up the camera, I want you to connect more with your roots, where you are from. Since the 4th house also deals with the family or ancestors, you come from a specific place where there are specific energies, which is why your ancestors settled down there, because they could use that to their benefits. For example, I'm from northern Spain, and the energy there is so completely different from where I live in Switzerland. So I want you to be able to pull that energy whenever you need it. It may be for strength, to have more faith in your path, or even easier connecting to your ancestors if you do ancestor veneration or work, whatever it is here that you desire. So I want to bring forward that specific energy. And feel free here to think about where you're from, especially if you're like me, when you don't live in your home country, when it's a little bit difficult and you feel kind of like homesick and not in the right place sometimes. I know I experience it where sometimes I feel really uncomfortable here because my soul yearns for that specific energy where I'm actually from. It's the one that connects the best, and I know sometimes it can be really, really harsh. Gonna quickly raise your vibration so that it's always easy for you to tap back into the energy of your roots. Just gonna press that deeply into your auric field so that you're constantly carrying that within you, and maybe it helps you feel more comfortable, because one of the other intentions for this video is helping you feel more at home, but we're gonna focus on that a little bit more separately to give it enough time and our attention. Move on to the nurturing part with this beautiful rose quartz. Maybe you're someone that wants to be a little bit more nurturing to other people, but you find it difficult, or it's completely the other way around, where it's really difficult for you to accept someone being nurturing to you. So we're gonna bring in a little bit of a balance here. Gonna draw with the point of it all over you and directly infuse the energy of the crystal into your auric field. Gonna go down to your heart chakra and stir up the energy there in case we have something a little bit blocked that makes it difficult for you to either give nurturing energy or receive nurturing energy. Or maybe you give too much nurturing energy. That can also sometimes happen as a people pleaser, when you put everyone's needs before yours. That kind of also depletes your energy. So in that case, we're restoring it. Next part is helping you feel more at home. In this case, I'm gonna ground your whole energy first. I'm gonna here sweep all over your body, and with that intention, I want you to feel wherever you are, you will never feel out of place. Feel comfortable and like you belong, without having to force yourself of fitting in. Now that we have that, we're gonna move on to the family and ancestor aspect. Maybe your relationship with your family isn't the easiest and you would love to improve that. Or it's a little bit deeper. You want to go even further down the family tree and work with your ancestors, or just honor and venerate them. Be thankful for them. So we're gonna improve your relationship with your ancestors as well. And if you're someone that does not work with your ancestors, I highly recommend it. I at first was a little bit unsure as well, but they really open up your eyes on some family situations, or help you look things on a different perspective, help you easier to break out of habits that your family might have had. There's just so many great benefits with it, but only do it when you feel ready for it, because you might sometimes come across ancestors that you don't like, which does not mean you have to work with them. You have specific ones that are already there for you, and sometimes some come along that you think, maybe not, maybe it's good we didn't get to meet each other in real life. Next is youth, and here that sounds really weird, but for me I want to focus on your childlike curiosity, that inner feeling of being excited about just everything going on in your life. I feel as if the older we get, we kind of lose it really easily. Maybe for different reasons and situations, but it's actually what keeps life really fun, at least for me. I hope you agree with that. So we're gonna restore that childlike curiosity and you overall feeling young again. No matter your age is just a number. You determine how you feel. If you were 18 years old but you feel like you're in your mid-50s and like super healthy, your body will reflect that. Oh, in this case, this is gonna sound really stupid, but last month I completely forgot my age twice. I was convinced for some reason I was still 25 years old instead of 26, and that just is also an example. The way you feel age-wise, that's what will reflect in your mind and your body. I'm gonna here go all over your energetic body instead of just focusing on this area, so that your body feels youthful as well. Gonna press that deeply into the energy field, and I want you to, after this video, to slowly start practicing that youthfulness, that curiosity towards life, that excitement that you had when growing up. Like, oh my god, I get to do this the next day, I get to see what happens the next day, instead of if you fell into motorcycle, I'm sorry, if you feel as if next day, another day, you know, we want to get rid of that mindset. And I know now that summer is here, it's a little bit easier for some people, but I want you to, during this summer, really practice that, so even when wintertime comes and it's a little bit more gloomy, that you have that so engraved as a habit that you won't be struggling in the winter time to feel this excitement. There we go. Next is genetics. We kind of get passed down, I don't know, sicknesses, mutations, whatever, everything in our genetics. But since our body is made up of energy, we don't need to, you know, conform to it. So we're gonna use this clear quartz to help improve your genetics and make everything healthier. You know, just because some people probably have really, can I use as an example, diabetes running in the family. Obviously if you expected to get it because everyone had it as well, you're most likely to get it as well because you already keep programming everything in your body like that. But why should you? Why shouldn't you be an exception? Why should you have to deal with that? Health is also like a pretty big choice of the mind. If you want to make me, if you would like to see a separate video on like passed down illnesses, like genetic ones, let me know down in the comment section if that would be something you're interested in. I could definitely make a separate video about that topic if you're interested. And if, let's say, no one says something in the comment section, I might then put it up on my Patreon, because we have a smaller group there. finish with an aura fluff. I hope you enjoyed this 4th house based healing session and that you're looking forward to the next one. Feel free to check out the other ones if you have not. And until then, I will see you in our next session. Thank you so much for being here with me and letting me do this for you. I hope you stay healthy and safe until our next session. Goodbye.